What is it that draws you to a place? Everyone is drawn to a place for a reason. Sometimes it's the adventure of the unknown, the promise of a view, or the attempt of conquering a challenging trail. Sometimes it's a memory that brings you back, or a story a friend told you, or simply the feeling of needing to get away from the everyday rut. What about a place like this? Lush green forest, there's moss everywhere, and then you have the rushing river of the Teal water. Tide pools filled with so many different colors of sea life. And then the coast. Sometimes sunny, sometimes overcast. Oh, the coast of Washington. Now that is the dream. Though I'm not even sure how to describe to you why it's the dream, let me paint a picture for you to help you understand. Summer depression. This may be something you haven't heard before. Okay, let me switch that first word. Winter depression. Okay, now you know what I'm talking about, right? You know, when it's dark and gloomy and cold, the energy in the air is really low. Everybody just wants to get to the season that brings them happiness. Summer, right? Well, for us, we are the opposite. The sun and the heat brings our mood low. We get frustrated and moody and just want the summer season to end. We'd rather chase 50 to 60 degree weather. Overcast, in fact, where the sun isn't casting such a harsh light on this beautiful environment. So let's go back to the start. The place we're drawn to, right? Coast of Washington, where it's a nearly 50 to 60 degrees every day, sometimes 70s, beautiful, fogginess, overcast. Sometimes the sun comes out in the afternoon, where you can hear the birds beautifully singing into the trees, or the water rushing in the river, or the tide coming in or out for the day. Okay, hopefully I've been able to paint a picture for you of our perfect environment. This is Washington. I'm Mel, and this is how I Scapa Outdoors. It's been a long pass to get out here again, and let me share a little history with you. We started traveling in 2021, and we made it out here to our bucket list destination. While we were only supposed to spend a couple weeks here, you can see why we ended up spending 7 weeks. But since this is the far most northwestern part of the United States, it's a little hard to get out here. But fast forward to today, and we are finally out here in Washington again. Let me quickly introduce you to our home. This is our custom-built green expedition truck, and I'm sure you can figure out why it's green. Well, I gotta say, the gas mileage absolutely sucks. We loved how it turned out. Come on in. It's cozy and it's comfy. It's exactly what we were looking for life on the road. A bit modern, rustic, minimalistic, simplistic, Norwegian-inspired tiny home. And we've got somewhere to cook, a few spots to get some work done, more than one spot to relax, our queen-size lofted bed, and we've got a toilet with a hot shower. And best of all, come around to the back. So that was the inside. And let me show you our garage, right on in the back here. And the number one reason we decided to go with a lofted bed is for this. Our motorcycles. We carry 2 motorcycles right in here in the back, a Z125 and then a Kimco Spade 150. But you know what we should rather do? Let's go on the trails. There we go. Because I should put my sunglasses inside. Where'd you end up putting the keys at? Ready, babe? We're back. It's been 4 years trying to get out here, but this exact spot we're here in 2021 and took some pictures at, and it's just so far. It's like almost the farthest, most northwestern point of the United States you can get. So it's just so far out here that it's been hard to make it all the way out here again. So super excited to be back here. Yes. Oh man. It's like the perfect day today too. Oh, here's where some loose gravel is. I prefer to ride on pavement. But I also prefer to ride back in nature and exploring. And this road here off and on, like now we're just gonna get on pavement again. I prefer to ride on pavement, but I love finding trails and just being out here in nature. I used to do a lot of city riding, and that's how I originally started. I think this is our spot here. Hang on. Yep, this is it. This is where we took the pictures of the van. Yeah, I used to do a ton of city riding. When I lived in Chicago is originally where I learned to ride. So being out here is like a world of difference and 1,000 times better. Here it is. This is it, right there. I recognize that tree and everything. Yeah, you are. So we think of just getting a couple photos first and then ride, or? Or what you thinking? Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be shaded all day, but we could just grab at least a couple right now to make sure. Do we want to point the same way we did with our van, turn the bikes around, point that way, or do you want to go set your bike up and I'll follow? Yeah, look at just like, look how much it's, wow, just moss just hanging. Especially right here, like, oh my word, it's incredible. Try to figure out what the best, I mean, I like it with this tree right here is cool.
What?
I said I like it with this tree right here is cool.
I like that thing behind you too. It's pretty cool.
Behind me? Oh yeah. That would be cool for a cool background. All the moss there. Big little stump. If I set the camera up right over here, have a little foreground with this and the bikes in the back. But I mean, granted, it'd be right here because the tripod only is a smaller one. What do you think?
I think you can't really go wrong here.
Can't really go wrong here, yeah. Oh, that's true. But what do you want to try a couple shots from here?
Sure.
Let's do it.
My fairy tales and future are finally connected. It's like I dreamed you up inside my head. I thought the picture perfect love was only in frames. Guess I pulled you right from the page into reality. Feels like I'm falling deep into your gravity.
A little more train tires. Yeah, I don't want to drive over this. Let's move it.
tree. What I think you might be doing.
It isn't fiction, I don't have to wish it, 'cause you're right here. I live for this moment when you look at me and you say, my dear. It's like I dreamed you up inside my head. I thought this picture perfect.
Now, this isn't exactly what I had planned for today. As you can see, I have my raincoat on, and I was going to share about our campsite around here. Beautiful greenery, everything, but it's raining. So I got to pivot, but I'm still going to show you around. So a majority of the places we stay at are boondocking, dry camping, and they are either free or you have to have a pass. Now this particular campsite, you do have to have a pass, but at $35 for an entire year for many places all across the Washington state, definitely worth it. These ones are not just dispersed, they do have numbers at each of them. You get a picnic table, you get a fire pit, your own little area, and best of all, why we absolutely love this area and this one is right behind here. And not only can you see how lush and green this forest is, which is something we love, it also has this teal water area right down here. Okay, well, I didn't exactly make that down very smoothly because of the slippery rocks, but this here is our personal beach. Okay, there's two other campsites right here, but we hardly ever see anyone down here, along with the walk we do just down the way. All right, now that I flipped you around 180 degrees, this is our view here from our campsite up there. While you can't quite fully see how teal the water is here, you can see some out there in a little bit of a deeper end area. It's a little overcast, some fog, so you can't fully see the teal. But let me roll a clip for you that I filmed just a couple days ago with the drone from the sky where you can really see is teal. We're told that the water coming down from here is from a glacier up above, and that glacier has lots of minerals, which is the deeper end of the river here. Where it's shallow, it's a little more darker and a little more brown, but the deeper parts that gets that shining teal is from the minerals. You thought that was cool? Let's head down to the most beautiful spot where we've been taking a walk many times a day down to see the teal water. You'd think maybe there were some sea life living in there, fish or something. Since it's like a little pool. I mean, there's some waterfall flowing in here, but pretty cool. only have we been enjoying the Teal water from our campsite and on our walks, but we've also been enjoying it from the water itself. We got to take a rafting adventure right in this exact spot for a local rafting company. They needed some marketing materials, so they took us out to capture this beautiful area. Right down around the corner is a canyon, and in the canyon is somewhere you can only see from the water, and definitely blessed to be able to have the opportunity to do that. This was our first time experiencing the Hoh River on the Hoh River, and let me tell you, actually, let me not tell you, let me show you. During our 5-hour expedition down the river, it was spent mostly looking at the trees, the rocks, finding moss, and keeping our eye out for wildlife, specifically elk. Right when we least expected it, an eagle swooped down right in front of us, grabbing a fish, and flew up to the tree with a crow chasing after him. This moment happened so fast. Thankfully, I was already recording a clip before it happened, so I kept rolling. Though I didn't have my zoom lens on, I still captured a little blurry bit. This is one of those moments when you have to make the decision to enjoy it with your eyes or see what you can capture. I'm pretty sure I was fighting the line between both of those.
Far in the distance, there's a promise. It seems far in the distance.
Down the river, we took a little break off of the water and did some on-foot exploring before we took our final couple rapids.
It was mine. I put it on the altar.
Right near the last rapid, that is about 300 feet long, Abe is pointing to a spot where we'd walk down from our campsite to see the Teal water, the waterfall, and the rocks on our daily walks.
We're all seeking a homeland. 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 I've been a traveler. My destination is unknown. I've been a traveler. I've been a foreigner with no place to call my own.
To top this trip off, our ending point was right at our new campsite.
There is a greater city we have not seen. We're all waiting in the in-between. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a homeland.
We try to keep a good balance of adventure, work, and play. Not every day is filled with adventure and exploring. Sometimes it's just spent slowing down and getting some work done or logistical planning of where to next. This week, it's spent working, slowing down, looking at the different rocks at our feet and watching these ducks play together for hours.
You say you're still upon us, your spirit lives inside us as a guarantee. Your presence is the promise until we meet the fullness of eternity. We're all seeking a homeland, 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 homeland,
The thing we love about the Olympic Peninsula area is just how many different type of beautiful landscapes there are. Like this gorgeous, dense rainforest here. Whoa! And so many tide pools to explore, with the tide coming in and the tide heading out. So many starfish, sea life all around. Reddish, purple, here comes the tide.
At Ruby Beach again, and it's actually very interesting how different it is this time. We've been getting rain for a couple days, but right over my right shoulder, you can't really see it, but a river coming down there. We had to cross a big river just to get over to this area, which is where we saw all the starfish last time, and just very interesting how different it changes. Completely did have a really hard to do. Wow, it's up to your pants. Oh yeah, yep, purple ones. I don't think I've seen these ones yet. They like they're sticking out. Interesting. I don't feel like I saw those last time or before. Oh, they're all over now. Have you actually seen those before?
I don't remember seeing them now.
I really did it that time. They like went right into it.
Spending hours searching for starfish, sea urchins, and tiny creatures hidden around the rocks makes you feel like a kid again. There's something about the feeling of exploring that pulls you right back into the sense of wonder we used to have. It seems when we speed through places in life, we pass by more than we realize. Everywhere we go, nature offers us something to notice. A sound, color, a moment. But when we rush through life, do we miss the chance to feel it? On our way to our next campsite, we like to check and see if this spot is open at our favorite campground. And by our surprise, our favorite campground, and not only that, our favorite campsite was open. We quickly set up and got back to seeing what else we could find. My mind is still trying to process the sense of curiosity and discovery we have as a kid. What happened to that sense of wonder and curiosity? Did somewhere along the way we lose it? Maybe because we find ourselves filling our days with things to do instead of things to discover. Or is that just part of growing up? Or do we choose it without realizing it? Ugh, so many thoughts to decipher. But I do think that one thing is true. Nature and the world around us hasn't stopped showing its beauty. I think we're just forgetting to slow down to look at it. Life on the road actually looks very similar to life when we lived in a traditional stationary house. We spend time getting work done, then in the evenings and weekends we explore. Abe works remotely, and I work partially remotely and partially at different locations across the country on film shoots. When we were in a house, we would make dinner and bring it to a park, or we'd go for walks at the park in the evening.
9:29.
Life on the road brings that same routine. Once work's finished, we make some dinner and then take some hikes, or we'll watch TV in the evening. Once the weekend comes, it's time to explore and create. This is our first time to this area on the coast of Washington, and I was truly inspired by it. During our couple months on the Olympic Peninsula, we kept wanting to come back here over and over again. It's one of those places where the movie comes to life. You just sit and watch and you have no idea what to expect or what will happen next.
There was a pelican flying right above your head. Oh, right there. Another pelican. They're not even that far. That's actually wood?
Yeah.
Interesting. It looks like a rock.
See what they look like?
I thought. This one's interesting. See, yeah, this is like the miniature version of those that I keep finding in the things that's like, oh, that'd be cool as a coffee table. Try these three.
Huh?
Try these three. Oh, maybe that one. Let's see if it's gonna be turn out purple. So that could turn out really cool too.
It was red, yeah, so it was
Like it could dry cool.
Oh, here comes the tide. Keeps coming up further and further. You can spend thousands of dollars to go to specific places and go on specific excursions, or sometimes just sitting in an area like this and walking the pier brings so much more thrill and excitement, and it's free. You can say my creativity and inspiration was through the roof here. Every time we stepped foot in this area, we both were on a high in life. Every moment we could, we tried to squeeze one last day here, as we knew our time on the coast was coming to an end. Wow.
Oh, that was a cool shot.
When you think of the Olympic Peninsula, you think of lots of rain, but that hasn't been the case for the last couple months here. So thankfully we've been getting a lot of rain the last few days, which has desperately been needed to really get all the greenery to flourish and grow. This officially is ending our time here, and we have really grown a connection to this area. I think it won't be a long 4 years when we'll be back here again.
Now, getting ready and leaving in the rain is not exactly our ideal way to pack up, but sometimes it's needed.
Before leaving Washington, we're making a quick stop in North Cascades. I'm a sucker for views. I've seen so many photos online of a couple different stops I wanted to see, Diablo Lake being one of them. I had no idea what to truly believe of the color of the water online, but let me tell you, when we got here, I did nothing to this footage. The watercolor is real. I've been fighting some breathing issues, so our time through the North Cascades was short. As we were nearing the end of the park, Abe made a quick decision to stop at one more overlook, and I'm glad he did. There was a short little hike to the overlook where a storm was rolling through. As we reached there, we spent some time taking photos when all of a sudden...
Oh, cool.
Did you record?
I'm going, yeah.
The crackling of thunder and echoing, like the crackling of thunder.
Yeah.
That's wild. Look over there. How that must be where it's coming from. Abe captured an absolutely incredible moment in nature. I'd rate this moment one of my top moments of being in awe of the nature and God's creation. I think this is one of the first times I felt I couldn't truly capture what I was looking at. I couldn't capture the view, and I couldn't capture the feeling. I think I'm realizing sometimes capturing the best adventures aren't the ones we plan, but the ones that catch us off guard.